My name is Cassius, and this is my story. As I look back at this picture of my freshman year, this is like the first time that we've all just been together and been able to take a picture, and it's right after freshman orientation, so we all have our 2012 class shirts on, and it's just an awesome time that we're just like together and just think now where we all at. And I look back and I see Damari and a Tim who are off to college, and then I look and I see a Riante and a Stafford who are in jail, who are in and out all the time, and a Will and Quentin who are just running the streets. And then I look at this picture deeper and I just see Jay and Nate who are no longer even with us, who have moved on, both shot down. You know, Nate a month after we graduate high school, and Jay a couple years later just left dead in the alley. Jay was an awesome guy. He was always smiling, always funny, always trying to get somebody to laugh. And I remember Jay, he was somewhat, I wouldn't call him a bad influence on me, but I was a three-sport athlete, and for whatever reason, Jay thought it'd be better for me to come over to prime time, which is now City Life. And he would always give me to skip practice, like, Cash, we need to go, let's go to prime time. And for whatever reason, I was like, sure, let's go. So I'd always go, and Jay was actually the first person that ever brought me to the center. I feel like Jay would bring me to the center because he felt something when he came in the building. I mean, it was definitely a different than just any other after school, you know, center. It was something here that he just knew that it was different. I remember that me and Jay, he was always getting me into something. We were always sneaking in somewhere. We were always kind of somewhere where we're not supposed to be, but it was always fun. I mean, we were always laughing. It was always just a good time. It was rough when I found out that Jay had passed, and it was, I mean, to be shot and left in the alley. I mean, the first thing that I did when I found out was came to the center. I remember coming into Chip's office and, you know, just kind of hitting the floor and just like telling him, like, Jay's gone. Like, they killed him, and it hurt. Like, I remember just sitting in chairs and just crying, and the kids walking by and like looking at me like, what's going on, what's wrong with Cash? To see me in here in tears. I believe this center is definitely a home. If a student doesn't have, you know, a dad or a brother or a mom, then we kind of be that surrogate dad or mom or brother. And it's an awesome feel. That's what we always just have, that family atmosphere. I mean, we literally say home is here. When you hear you're home. I made the decision to stay here and lead here. Actually, when Riante got locked up, and I looked back at that picture, that's when I first thought of this picture, and it was like, okay, there's something here, and there's a story to be told. I need to keep sharing this story. It doesn't need to stop. I can't leave anybody else behind. If I'm gonna be true to this, and if I'm gonna continue to share my story and say, hey, something needs to change, something better needs to happen, I need to bring everybody with me. I need to be a Jay who brings somebody to the center, because Jay brought me to the center, and it's for that reason that I can't leave the center. I have to be here. Jay brought me here, and he can't be here. Jay can no longer be here. Jay is gone. And so if he can't be here, I have to be here for him. Indigenous leadership to me is definitely not only just from here, lead here, but it's also, you know, taking advantage of what you already have. You know, taking advantage of what's there, what's put in front of you, and what you have inside of you to do. Maybe being able to reach these kids in a way that nobody else has been able to. You know, being able to share the gospel in a unique way. I'm like, okay, if I can do this, and if this is what God wants me to do, then that's what I'm gonna do. My name is Cassius, and this is my story. I'm from here, and I'm gonna lead here.